What's up, y'all? It's your boy TNT BBQ. How you doing today? So, Bass Finder, Cavender's Greek season, you find it at Walmart. Yes, yeah, you find that at Walmart. Yes, that's how you find that. Okay, so so that's how you find that at Walmart. So that's how you find it. So I want to just say, I just want to come and say, hey, brother, how you doing? Man, what you up to, man? Oh, that's my brother, y'all. Go over and check him out. Mr. Homeowner, man. That's my guy. Hey, brother, you doing anything? Come on and jump on a live with me if you're not. I went to purchase one of those char griller smokers, and they do not sell them here in Iowa, and they refuse to ship them. You can't even ship them. They eat at Menards. So if you ain't doing that, come on and jump on with me, brother. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Terry, what up, Terry? How you doing, brother? Mad Wood in the house. Brother, what's up, brother? How you doing? Hey, guys, I'm just gonna drop the stream right here on the live, right here. Everybody know if they want to jump in, they always welcome. Hey, how you doing? Appreciate you. Thank you. So yeah, most definitely. Thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate you, girl. Love you. Care for you. Texas in the house. I got Detroit in the house. Yeah, amen. Texas in the house. Yes. So yeah, guys. So we had a big cook, guys. It was huge, okay? And one thing I loved about DC in the house, Indianapolis in the house, what's up? Kansas City in the house, guys. I got everybody in the house. But like I say, if any one of y'all guys want to jump in and have a conversation, just make sure you close the window. But here's the StreamYard. Click on that link. It'll bring you into the chat, and we can talk about some things, okay? How did it go at the college? Okay, so first let's talk about the college, okay? The question is, how did it go at the college, guys? It went incredible, okay? 100 pounds of rib tips. I was out in like 35, 40 minutes. Rib tips just flew out of there. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of messed up my times for cooking my rib tips. They was done a lot earlier than what I wanted them done, but they still was delicious. So I'm honest, next time I will probably push my rib tips. I would have probably started them right at probably about 2:00. It wanted me to be able to serve by 7, but I was cooking a different brand of rib tips. So that was the thing about it. But the rib tips came out absolutely delicious. The only thing what I will start doing now is I'm going to start doing something new with my rib tips. I'm going to start getting them, instead of cutting them to order, I think I'm going to pre-cut my rib tips and leave them a little more pull to them, okay? People love that real juicy, soft, tender rib tip with the gristles where you can just eat the gristles. People love it that way up here in Iowa, but I'm trying mine a more traditional style with the bark, the crust, everything. They really liked it, but more people said, I like the other one. The other rib tips better when you put them in the foil pan. They're real tender. So I'm trying to make everybody happy. So when I do rib tips again, I think I may just do half and half, a wet and a dry. But at college, I sold out of everything, guys. We sold probably 274 plates. 274 plates at the college. So we sold 274 plates at the college. And then, but that Wednesday, we were at Wee Willie's, guys. So that Wednesday, we were at Wee Willie's, okay? And that's a bar located in Kwaski, Iowa. And we just set up at this little small town, and we was able to we sold so much food there, guys. We had so I'll tell you what we had, and then you go from there. We had 30 bags of nacho chips, 30 bags. We had 85 pounds of pulled pork. We had 40 pounds of pulled chicken, like chicken pulled off bone, 40 pounds. We had over 60 sausages. Those big kielbasa sausages I cooked, we had 60 of those. And we made nachos, we made the pulled pork sandwich, we made the pig sandwich. We sold out of everything. Everything was gone. So that was Wednesday. Then we went from Wednesday to Thursday. I started cooking for Friday. I got there Friday, and we're cooking god awful amount Friday. Thursday, we cooked, 15 pork butts, excuse me. Because I was going to cook 16 pork butts, but the cases came in 10. So I was like, well, I didn't want to cook 20 pork butts. I thought that'd been a little too much. That's a little overkill. So I hold back, and I cooked 14 pork butts, which is like 110 pounds. 110 pounds of pork butts. We cooked 40 pounds of pulled chicken. We cooked 100 pounds of rib tips. We cooked 40 sausage links. 40 sausage, it's 24, 48, no. So I'm trying to add it up, guys. It's 24 now. 24 plus 24 is 48 sausage links. We cooked 48 sausage links. And yeah, I wish she was there too. I wish she was there. Pathfinder 68, what's up, bro? Man, not much, bro. But yeah, I wish she was there too. And we at the college, the band came in. We did feed the band and everything like that. So, guys, I'm going to bring in my boy, Rob. Man, what's up, bro? I'm going to bring you in. Hey, guys, I like to do an introduction, guys. This is my charbroiler king right here. If you get your charbroiler grill, you better be subscribed to Mr. Homeowner's channel, because he's gonna do what it do. And he's using grills that everybody can use, guys. This is why I love this man. He's finna come on. He's finna show out. He can answer all your questions about the new stuff about the charbroiler grill.
Hey, what's up, man? How's it going? Can you hear me?
I can't hear you. God bless you too, brother.
All right, how about now? Hear me now?
Let me see my volume up. Oh, my volume up.
In the chat, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's me.
All right, now you can hear me. I double checked it before I hopped on. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
So what's going on, man?
Man, nothing much, brother. I see you, Uncle Steve Shake, man. That's what's up, man. Uncle Steve put it down.
Yeah, right. I got my hat on.
Amen. I see Uncle Steve Shake, man. I am jealous, Uncle Steve. So this week been pretty busy. I started off at a bar called Haston.
Right.
We cooked. Let's see. We had probably about altogether about 225 pounds of food.
That's crazy.
That was Haston. That was Wednesday, and we sold all of that. Then we went down to the college up our university. We had 120 pounds of pulled pork. We had probably 48 sausage links. We had 100 pounds of rib tips, 40 pounds of chicken. We started serving that right around 5:30, 7:30, 8 o'clock. We were out of all food.
Oh shit!
And then yesterday, I knew it was gonna get hit hard. So we came out there with 20 pork butts, 2 cases. I got new. So we had 20 pork butts, probably about 160 pounds of pork butts. Um, we had 55 slabs of ribs.
Right.
We had 60 sausages, I think, 60 some sausages, and we had always 40 pounds of chicken, pulled chicken, and we sold out in probably about. We started serving at noon. 3:30, we're hooking up the trailer, pulling out.
That's crazy.
Hey,
yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, so what was it? Was it Friday or Saturday? It was the weekend's a blur, but
yeah.
I can't remember which live I was watching. I guess which one did you go to the university for the free concert?
Oh, that was Friday.
All right, so Friday. So I think it was around like 4 p.m. or so. You started putting the rib tips on the rotating grill.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So how do you time all that? How do you know? So what they tell you? Did they say like everybody's going to come and want to eat food at 9?
Well, I put on the post. They wanted everybody to start eating at 7:00.
Okay.
But I knew that wasn't going to be possible because if everybody, it would have been a line and it would interfere with the concert.
Yeah. Right.
So I didn't want to interfere with the concert. So I opened at 5:30. But I don't know if the times got messed up or what, because I think I started cooking a little early.
Okay.
So what time it is where you at, brother, Rob?
Right now it's 8:05.
Okay, so you're an hour ahead of me.
Right.
So I think I started cooking around about 1:00.
Okay.
And the rib tips got done around 4:30.
Right.
4:30, 5:00, but they was done too early.
Yeah. So what do you do then? Like, how do you keep them nice?
Well, so I have a steam table, and what I do is I put the ones that was done. I got those, wrap them in the pan, and put them in the cooler. I use my cooler as a Cambro, and then the rest of them I just wrap them. And I put on the Traeger and put it on the smoke mode. And the smoke mode gets to 155, 160. So it didn't overcook them. And then they had time to rest. So that's how I kind of did that. But it was a new rib tip product I was using. These rib tips were made by a company called Swift.
Yeah, we have Swift around here. Yep.
Yes. So it was a totally different experience than normally cooking the rib tips I normally cook.
Right.
So I just have to learn a little bit more about these rib tips again, because I think this is the rib tips I'm going to go with for now, because I'm getting them for 75 cents a pound.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so I'm getting them from like 75 cents to 80 cents a pound. When I buy, I think it's 75 cents over 100 pounds. Something like that. So I'm selling a rib tip for $10, but I'm giving them 2. I'm giving them because I don't count the little dried up part that curls up. I don't count that. I cut that off and throw that away, and I just cut the thick part. So I give them like 2 rib tips. Yeah. I've tried to fill the go tray all the way full, and then plus the side beans and the potato salad. You're getting close to 2.5 pounds of food. So
yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who was it? Mar A is wondering what kind of rub you use. You were just using like salt, pepper, garlic, but a different kind of salt this time.
Yeah. I was using this salt that basically it is a Rob, you got this. I'm gonna go get the seasoning bottle, okay? Because a lot of people ask me this question, and I don't want to mislead people. So I want to give them the seasoning bottle, okay?
All right. Hey, it's my show, everybody. What do you guys want to do now? All right, in the chat, what's going on? Where you from? Everybody, let me know where you're from. We got 48 in the chat. Where everybody live? All right, Urban said it's $15 plate. All right, Detroit. Odessa, Texas.
Okay. So this is the right here.
Madwood.
Morton's seasonal.
Oh wait, here we go. Here, get that chat thingy out of the way there.
Okay,
Morton seasonal. Gotcha. I see it.
Yeah, Morton seasonal. I wish I could. I was trying to work on this and got this banner thing, and it won't go nowhere.
This is an example of a banner.
Yeah, I'm trying to get that out of the way. When you try to do something yourself,
click on it again. There we go.
Oh man, awesome! So, so this right here, this Morton seasonal, I probably use probably 50% of this per volume, to 25% black pepper, to garlic, and that's what I use for this rub right here. And the reason why I use that rub is just because it's just when you're cooking that much food, you can't afford to pay high dollars for rubs. Right. So this gives me the balance I need. It's not sweet. I just think if you want sweet on your meat, add barbecue sauce. But I like savory barbecue. But if I do spend money on rubs, I get the best. And that's Uncle Steve Competition Cow Powder. So if I do spend money on rubs, I get the best. Uncle Steve is my guy. I like him, but we never met before. We never met in life. But the thing about it, his cow powder speaks for him.
And it's probably a little more money. Probably a little more money than the seasonal.
Yes, it is. Yeah. But I do that for my brisket because I found something at work. When you find something at work, you just have to, you got to really just stick to it. And this is my new brisket rub right here. My Competition Cow Powder.
Yeah, so I was asking where everybody's from while you were away. We got lots of people from Bullett's Barbecue from Pennsylvania. We're in Pennsylvania, man. I'm near Philly. Mara is in Detroit. Dana from Odessa, Texas. Joe Everett from Indianapolis, 317. QC, Illinois, Iowa, Detroit. Yeah, Mr. Boneman is Detroit. Madwood, Terry, obviously. Yeah, Iowa. CMC, asking where I'm from. Near Philly, Pennsylvania. New York. Compton. California. Glasgow, Kentucky. Sorry, your show. I was getting carried away.
No, brother, do what you do.
I love
you do.
I love talking to the chat.
Hey, talk to the chat, brother. I'm finna put your link up on the channel, brother, because I really want to show people how to get a hold of you. Because man, I want to hear about that charbroiler smoker.
You keep calling it charbroiler. It's char griller, not
char griller. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Yeah, that thing's awesome. I made some burgers and brats and hot dogs tonight for dinner, just a quick cook. I didn't video it. Hey, Glen Mills, PA. What's up? Owen Martin. I'm in Upper Buck.
Right there, guys. Click on the link. That'll take you over to Mr. Rob, Mr. Homeowner. Go subscribe to his channel. Please go subscribe and give me some thumbs up. I'm telling you, man. So can I ask you a question? Did you do a brisket cook on that yet? On the smoker yet?
I did not. I need to. I almost bought one today, but I was like, I don't want to spend $60 on a brisket. And I was like, maybe I'll hit up Costco or somewhere else. So I didn't buy one. I almost bought one today.
Hey man, briskets are through the roof, guy. I'm serious.
Yeah, it's like lumber and briskets. What the hell?
Oh yes,
I'm,
yes,
I'm trying
yes.
to I'm trying to build a barbecue pit out of lumber, and it's like $11 for a 2x6x8. It used to be like $5. Everett, Joe Everett, Joe Everett. If anybody hasn't checked out Everett Barbecue's channel, he's like Mr. Brisket. Like every other cook he does is the brisket.
Hey, I love brisket. I love brisket. Mm-hmm.
You know Joe, right, Darren?
Yes, I think you
I mean,
know.
enough to where you recognize him in the chat.
Yes, I recognize it. Yes, 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 yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
And we got Loderman.
I tell you what though. Now, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So on a char bar, how
Griller.
does
Char
it
Griller.
on a char grill? Oh, my bad, man. On a char grill, how does like when you put the fan kicks on? Does the heat gets more direct, or it depends on the temperature of the fan? I mean, the speed of the fan. So
I did a brisket. I did it, not a brisket, a biscuit test. I did two of them.
okay,
I did one at 225 because that's what our low cooks are going to be, right? And then I did one at
yes,
350. And the biscuits spread out throughout the whole thing, on the bottom, on the top. There's like that. There's the main grate, and then you have that like half grate up top. Which actually, I took out the top grate on mine because I'm not using it. I'm not cooking that much food, so I took it out
okay,
so it's not in the way. But I know in the Masterbuilt, the bottom grate nobody ever uses because they're afraid it's going to burn. They always put everything on the top grate. But
yes,
on this one, I did a biscuit cook on the bottom and the top, and across the board on 225 or 350, it was even across the board on all the biscuits, like super even, like the most even I've ever seen any biscuit test ever been done.
what?
Yep.
You know, Rob,
So
you had me out there like a crackhead looking for that smoker, and I was in a pipe dream. I called the company, and they say in the state of Iowa, Minnesota, or Nebraska, they don't sell them. So I say,
yeah,
can you ship them? They say no. It weighs
250 pounds.
yeah, that's what they say. It weighs 250 pounds. It'd be too much to ship.
Yeah.
So I was like, wow. When they told me 250 pounds, I even wanted it more.
Yeah.
It's built tough.
Dude, I couldn't even get it out of I couldn't get it out of the back of my truck by myself. I mean, I eventually did, but I didn't film that part. But yeah,
Oh,
I had to put the legs on it in the back of my truck because I couldn't get that. It comes all together, the whole top piece, and
yeah.
I couldn't even lift it.
Wow, man. Oh my goodness. I tell you what though, I I hope that they bring that to my Home Depots or my Menards. I
Yeah, they
pray that they do.
they got the red ones at the Menards, the red ones, and then the blue ones are at Lowe's.
Okay, Lowe's. Well, yeah. So,
I
well,
don't know if Home Depot is getting in on it or not or what.
well, I call Char Griller.
Hey, you
I
got
call
it.
Char Griller myself and talked to their customer service, and they basically told me, that I have to just wait. So I just
Yeah,
have to
they're
wait.
not even sure when. Like when I got mine, they were like 2 days before I got it. They're like, "Oh my God, it's available near you. I just ordered it for you. Go pick it up."
Oh man.
Yeah.
Is it Rob? Can you put a link and what it looked like? A link in the
Uh,
chat what it looks like.
I found my moderator. I can hold on. Let me find I have a playlist for him. Uh, I don't know how to share it. Oh, I guess I do. Hold on. All right, so I'm gonna try to paste a playlist in there. I don't. Let me know if it shows up. I don't think I'm a moderator.
You should be. Let me check. I want to check it right now.
Nope. No. So who's Madwood? I think Madwood's in here. Madwood, can you look at my playlist for the gravity and post it in here?
You should be able to do it. Do it again. Try it again.
Let me try it again. Boop. Oh, now I got a wrench. There you go. So that's a playlist to my gravity cooks.
Yes.
That thing's awesome. And then I don't know if you know Tom Horseman.
Put him in there.
He's a big Masterbuilt gravity guy.
Okay.
And then he bought this, and he just yesterday put out a video saying he recommends the char griller over the Masterbuilt.
You want to know something sad? I bought a Masterbuilt.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I bought a Masterbuilt vertical smoker.
Yep.
And that thing just disappointed me so much.
Man, I remember we were doing that. We were doing that Josh-a-thon, the Doc Live.
Yeah.
You're like, hey guys, I'm going to go ahead and cook during my hour. So you spent the whole hour trying to figure out why the Masterbuilt wouldn't let up.
That was the second one.
Yeah.
And the problem was that if it gets too cold, it doesn't work. That was the problem.
Yeah. Oh, too cold outside, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, too cold outside. I'm like, well, then why are you selling it in Iowa? Out of all places, this Iowa.
Yeah. 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 So Everett says, Tom's video is real well done. He did a comparison like Masterbuilt versus char griller. He pointed out the pluses and the cons. And we're living in whatever. Everything's going to have a pro and a con, right?
Yep.
So I think a lot of people like the cabinet style of the Masterbuilt.
Mm-hmm.
You have the main grate, but then you have two full more grates if you want.
Yeah.
But the char griller, it's a barrel, so it's wide, but not as tall. So you just have that one little like half shelf in the back. So people who want to have the full racks, like 3 high, should probably get the Masterbuilt. Okay.
The only thing that is, I was a huge Masterbuilt fan at the beginning. And I'm not trying to talk negative about no company, but when your customer service got to be there.
Yeah.
I called char grillers, and somebody picked up the phone. You call Masterbuilt, nobody picks up the phone. They tell you what to do and they hang the phone up. And to me,
yeah,
I want to talk to somebody live, and I'm just having issues with all these companies going to that, and then they're using COVA as a excuse, So I'm all about customer service, man. I know stuff gonna happen, but at least have a good customer service that you can work with.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm about.
Hey, urban culture, what are you talking about? Sold out. TNT didn't sell out. Oh, sold out. Sold out is food.
Yes, sold out my food. Yes.
All right, I got you now. I would sell out. What are you talking about?
That's my boy. That's KC in the house.
It's like you got to go through me if you're telling me sold out.
Nah, KC cool.
In this case, sold out was a good thing.
Mm-hmm. So you're gonna that's somebody gonna cook their first brisket.
Nice.
All right, so I'm gonna tell you something. Do not worry about trimming like that. Don't get crazy with trimming. For number one, you're gonna cut yourself, okay? So please, minimum trimming, fat side down. What grill are you cooking on, Mar-A? What grill are you cooking on, first of all? When you're doing your first brisket, I need to know what grill you're cooking on, first of all. So if you can let me know what grill you're cooking on, I can help you all. I like to. So what would you recommend for somebody first time cooking a brisket, Rob?
I'm nowhere to talk because I've only ever done really one brisket in my life,
Oh, okay.
and
So how was your experience with your first brisket?
that was on a Weber kettle. I used the snake method overnight.
Oh, okay. How did it turn out?
Turned out awesome. Well, no, it didn't. It turned out it was tasty, yeah, but it was real fatty in the middle. Like it didn't render down.
Okay. Did you
You know
wrap
what I
it?
mean? In between the point and the flat, that was just like unedible in between there, and it just kind of fell apart and wasn't any good. So I haven't gotten another brisket since.
Okay.
So, but
So
I don't know if I didn't go long enough or I didn't or I went like too long.
question I ask you. What grade of beef did you buy when you did your brisket? Did you do a choice, select, prime?
I don't even know. It's whatever the food store had. I don't think it was. So I don't think they give you too many choices. I think they probably just do choice, right? They just do
Okay,
like the
okay,
middle.
okay,
They do like the middle, probably middle grade.
okay. So I bet you I know what you did, Rob, and this happens to a lot of people. When you make that first cut around the point,
Yeah,
it's a big glob of fat that sits on that side right over there. It's not the deco, but it's the opposite side of the deco. And if you reach it, you can kind of pull it out a little bit. And
right.
it's like a it's sometimes you see people call it the honeycomb. But you
Okay.
want to, when you get your knife, you want to kind of guide and cut that out a little bit. Don't dig into it and cut it out, but just
Yeah,
when you make it cut down the side, you could actually cut that honeycomb out a little bit. But you want to leave some of that in there though, because that's what insulates
yeah,
the brisket and makes it moist.
yeah. I think I did cut out a lot of that before I put it on. Like down just underneath. It's like a 45-degree angle. You're cutting that underneath in between the point and the not in between, but right at the like the right side. Anyway, yeah, I remember there was like a big 45-degree angle cut I had to make for a lot of the fat under there. But
Hmm.
I got rid of that. But yeah, I think I either overcooked it or didn't cook it enough.
Okay. So, what's your view on pellet grills for briskets? What you think about that, Rob?
Well, I've never used a pellet grill, and I've only
Okay.
done the brisket once on the Weber kettle. So, but I think pellet grills are nice, but you got to know where the hot spots are. So you got to do that biscuit test to see where everything's going, where all the heat's at.
Yep.
But yeah, the pellet grills have that like right where the fire's at is where you're going to be at. You know, like the hottest. So I think a lot of people do the like the second shelf up trick, right? For
Yeah,
long cook.
okay then. So what I noticed with briskets and pellet grill, you got to cook fat side down first of all,
Yeah, yeah,
and you want to make sure you leave a little more than an eighth of a quarter inch of fat. You know, you want to leave a little bit more because that fat is really going to protect the meat on those pellet grills on those hot spots.
yeah.
Because every pellet grill has a hot spot, so you want to leave that fat cap a little thicker than what you're supposed to, and then with pellet grills, you always want to add a little bit more uh, moisture. So you want to put like a little bit of water in there due to the fact that the fan is blowing and then more of a is blowing on the meat. And what happens when you blow uh, air on meat? It dries out.
Yeah.
So a pellet grill normally dries out stuff, and that's why it's good to do beef jerky because of the convection. Excuse me, the convection. So you want to make sure you got like a water bowl, a small one, and you want to make sure that you do fat side down, and
And
then
do some
leave a
spraying.
little more fat than normal. And
Mhm.
I think that will help you out with the pellet grill. And then one thing I noticed is that you want to make sure using a pellet grill if you like smoky meats. Uh, Me personally, I like using the mesquite or hickory or any hardwood on a pellet grill. Because if you use apple on a pellet grill, this is just my experience. Everybody different, but when you use like apple wood, alder wood, that kind of wood, you might as well put it in the oven because you're not gonna get that pellet flavor. You're not gonna get that wood flavor. So that's just my experience. But yeah, I love pellet grills. I make a pellet grill, do what it do. So I like cooking on all grills. So I wish I had a char grill. Char grill smoker. You know, like my brother Rob, Mr. Homeowner over here. I wish I had one. Maybe he could put a good word in for me.
Yeah. Well, you got all those other crazy smokers. You got the one on like the Ferris wheel and the
my rotisserie smoker.
Yeah, that
I got
crazy.
the Beast. I got old Rusty. I'm getting the smoker built as we speak now.
Yeah, and those aren't like a drop in the bucket. They're just some big money.
Yes, this next smoker I'm getting built is $17,000.
Jesus, or whatever.
It's three of those. It's three of those rotisserie smokers put together. Yes, it's true. Yeah, but the thing about it though, I'm gonna need it because I'm doing these big fairs. So when I'm cooking, I got to be able to cook, 1,200 pounds of food at a time.
Yeah. So for that college thing and the other stuff you're doing this weekend, do you put in bids, or do they just reach out?
They contact me. I have a big following.
That's awesome.
And a lot of stores pay me to come and vend in front of their stores.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So the college contacted me and they was like, how much you charge us to come out there and sell barbecue. So I give them a price and they agreed to it. So I go out there and I sell barbecue, and then people show up at the concert.
So for the ones where people are coming and buying if they come up and they pick like, I want the rib tips, or I want the Reuben, or I want this or that, like the one you posted yesterday, in front of the shopping center. Yeah, the grocery store. So that one, the grocery store pays you as well?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought you'd be paying the grocery store to use their parking lot.
No. So if anybody having a grand opening and they want a crowd to show up, they'll call me with my food trailer, and I bring in 500 to 600 people coming in.
Yeah.
And they coming all over the state of Iowa. We had people come from what was it, honey? Minneapolis. We had a team of people come from Minneapolis, get a hotel room. They came down Friday night to eat barbecue, got a hotel room, and they came Saturday to eat barbecue.
Wow.
That's a shout crazy to you, Mr. Rick, if you're in the chat.
Yeah.
His name was Rick. So that's a shout out to you, Mr. Rick. So thank you for traveling down there to get my barbecue. Of course, it was free, but it was free though. Because he called me, he said, hey, I subscribe to your YouTube channel. And I feel bad because I wanted to do a video with him, but I was swamped, man. And that's what I want to do. I was telling my wife, I really want to start like a live show where y'all can see us fussing. Like it gets bad in that trailer. It does. Yeah. I'm a nice guy, but when I'm in the trailer, I kind of get this alter ego. Yeah. And I come from a hometown called Wildwood. So I get the Wildwood that come out of me. And I go to saying, hey, get it done. Hey, I'm doing this. So, I had a great team, man. The guys that helped me,
Wildwood, New Jersey, or somewhere else in Wildwood? Wildwood, New Jersey?
Florida. Wildwood, Florida.
All right.
Yes.
I'm familiar with the New Jersey one.
Okay, now I'm from Wildwood, Florida. Amen.
Okay.
Little small.
Gotcha.
Hey, I never cooked pork, but what advice do you have?
Nothing. Do what you want to do with it. It's forgiving. You can just do how you want to do it. You're gonna cook it up. It's gonna probably stall around 160 or so, and then you can wrap it or not, depending on how much time you got. And then just bring it up to 205-ish. Let it rest another half hour or so, and then pull it apart. Forks or claws or with your hands, if you got the glove.
Yep. I agree with you 100%. And if you really want to make the pork butt go over the edge, you really want to make it go over the edge, you keep it in that foil.
Yeah.
After you wrap it, it gets to 205, put that thing in your oven to the next day. So let it come down, put your oven at 170, and let it just continue to break it down. Open it up, and I mean, the juices, how it absorbs the juices again. Yeah. It is amazing. And then, it's a secret, guys. I'm going to give you a secret, okay? All right, I'm going to give you a secret, okay? And I'm going to talk to this guy. Here's a secret. It's a vinegar sauce. You get you some, probably a cup of sugar to a quarter cup of vinegar with some water, with some red pepper flake, with some garlic and some black pepper.
Right.
You whisk that up, shake it up in a jar, whatever.
That's per pork butt?
Yeah, per pork. Well, you just put on what you think that you like. Red pepper flake, black pepper and salt, garlic. Just make it your own, but use some Texas Pete and put inside that vinegar. And add a little water to kind of thin it out because that vinegar get real twangy. And you put that onto your pork as a finishing sauce, man, somebody gonna love you. Somebody, if they hate you, they're gonna start loving you after they taste that barbecue. Invite them over and give them some of that. Yeah. Okay, we got somebody from the UK. Smoked some beef ribs for the first time. All right, so beef ribs, I'm gonna tell you to go salt, pepper, and garlic. You want to do probably a ratio of I would say 50-50 pepper, 50 salt and pepper with a smidge of garlic, and mix that together and put that on your beef ribs, okay?
Yeah, you're not using table salt. You're using nice kosher salt.
Kosher salt, yes. Kosher salt. Thank you, brother. Kosher salt. And then you get you some coarse ground black pepper. Thank you, brother. And you don't have to use a binder, but just go ahead and sprinkle that on there. And you want to cook indirect. So indirect until your bark sets. Now your bark gonna set probably with beef ribs probably 180. 180, and then what I would do, since it's your first time doing it, wrap them tightly in foil, but get you a stick of butter and put under the bones and wrap it real tight in foil with a stick of butter and put it in there, stick a thermometer inside of the beef ribs, and I would cook them to 200 and start proing them after 200, right, Rob? Pro them. Yeah. Or either you could go and watch Joe. You could watch. It's so many. It's so many beef rib cookers out there. So I would go watch Joe.
I think Everett Barbecue does a bunch.
What'd you say, brother?
I think Everett Barbecue does a bunch of beef ribs.
Yes, put his link in there, please.
Yeah.
Okay, put his link in there. Go down there and check out his YouTube channel right there. Hey, Mom and Papa Joe in the house.
And not only that, but Everett Barbecue, his videos are just so entertaining.
Yes, they are.
He's a comedian.
Oh, hey, Mama and Papa Joe, go check his YouTube video out.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah, CJ. What's going
yeah,
on?
CJ, be free video, dude. Man, look,
Oh, now I
it's
gotta find
hard.
the chat again.
Oh,
Now I gotta find the chat again. I'm losing all my windows.
okay. Oh, yeah.
All right, there's a link to Eric. So somebody said, where was it? Where am I at? Oh, Urban Culture Kitchen, I think, said, love your yard, Rob. Beautiful landscape. Thank you.
Awesome. That's what's up, man. Urban Culture Kitchen, man. My boy doing it up. I'm telling you, man, he did a brisket too. That smoke ring look off the hook. Smoke rings do matter. Smoke ring matters. So I don't care what anybody say. Smoke ring matters.
Yeah.
I don't care what nobody say. Smoke rings do matter. Hey, I got my boy Reverend Green in the house. By
Hey,
the
what's
way of
up?
New Orleans, straight out of Texas. He live in Texas now, but he a great guy, man. My boy. Shoot, I mean, well, he's my brother, but I love him. A good guy, Mr. Green.
Hey, so Thyron,
I
have you ever
must got
been?
some. I
Have
must
you
got
ever been
somebody from
recognized?
Wildwood, Florida, in the house.
So, have you ever been recognized, like at the store, grocery store, beer store, or whatever? From a
Man,
YouTube
hey,
channel?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I get recognized a lot, man, and it's freaking awesome. I ain't gonna lie to you. I get this. My homeboys and my wife hate it, cause I'll be like somewhere sitting out eating dinner, and they be like, "Hey, you're TNT." I'm like, "Yes, I am, honey. I told you I was TNT." I'm like, "Yeah, man," and then I just spend the whole time, and next thing you know, I'll be like, "Come sit with us, have dinner with us."
Yeah.
So I invite him over to the table, and me and him,
That's
stranger,
awesome.
we're gonna talk about barbecuing. You know,
Yeah.
that's just the kind of guy I am, you know what I'm saying? Like I never meet a stranger, you know.
Yeah.
So I am who I am. You know,
Yeah.
I am who I am, so that's what I do. I don't
Well,
try to pretend or nothing. I am who I am.
I was watching your video, the one in front of the food store, the grand opening food store thing,
Yeah.
and every single customer that came by on your video, you're like, "Hey, thank you, ma'am. Hey, thanks. Hey, what'd you order? Hey, what'd you da, 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 da,
Yeah.
da, da." So I mean, you're like a first class business owner. You know what I mean? Like it's like a did
I know who butters my bread.
yeah. I mean the customer's coming up. They're not
Yeah.
expecting the owner to be like, "Hey, thank you so much. Hey, what'd you get?
Yeah.
Here's what to expect.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming out. Hope to see you next time."
And this is what I call the TNT experience. Like honest to goodness, if you go back and look at my Facebook page
Right.
during the height of COVID, I used to have 330 car drive through, 330 cars in a drive through,
All
and I
right.
had a drive through, and people would be waiting in line for 2 to 3 hours for my barbecue.
Oh,
I was
geez.
cooking 400 pounds of pork butts, 300 pounds of chicken, and I was out of food in 5 hours.
Yeah.
But the point I'm trying to say, this was the height of COVID. So I did drive-throughs, but I had like 10 people working for me. And the point I'm trying to make is I appreciated that. So I want to show my appreciation. And I do a lot of stuff in the community. I do like Dollar for Scholars. I
Right.
do cancer, any kind of person that got cancer. I don't have to know you. If you need help and I can help you, I'm here. Anything for the church I'm doing, any kind of fundraiser, house burned down, anything. And what I like doing is I provide everything. I don't take it out. I just pay for everything. And to be honest with you, when tax guys say, why don't you get this or that or this or that? I don't know how to do that stuff. You understand where I'm coming from? I just know that God say, if you give to the poor, you lending to me.
Yep.
So God say, if you give to the poor, you're loaning to me as God. And I'd rather have God owe me something than you owe me anything, because you ain't got shit compared to him. So, so that's how I look at things. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at life. And especially the job I got. I'm a jail administrator. I see a lot of hurting people all the time.
Right.
Hurting men, hurting women. So compassion is the most thing you could give people, but it has to be genuine. So you got to do it for the right reasons. I do stuff for the right reasons. I don't try to broadcast a lot what I do, because it's not for you to see. It's not for you two to see that part of T, because I'm not trying to embarrass people. Right. What I'm trying to do is do it so my kids can see it and my wife can see it, so they can say, they can go on my grave when I'm sitting in the grave, too proud to speak, and they can stand over me and say, my dad was the best man I know. Yeah. They don't have to lie. They don't have to go up there and lie my way into heaven. They can say, my dad was just freaking awesome. He did things because he loved people. He loved to help people. And that's what they're going to say. So that's why I sell out, because I feel like God sells out to me. Yeah. So I sell out. I'm not a religious guy. Like, I'm not going to be religious, so to speak, because I think religious hurt people. But I'm a good guy. I have a beer with you. We're going to have a good time. But I am going to be like, what it is, what it is. If I can help you, I'm going to help you.
Right.
Uncle Santa will be back at the end of this month, guys. But yeah, so that's the way I am, Rob. And I don't look down on nobody. So I just pray that everybody can be successful. And if I can help them, I can help them. That's why I try not to give secrets. I try not to keep secrets of barbecue.
Nice. Yep. Hey, so were you on the hot seat with CJ or no?
Yes, I was. I was in the hot seat. Yes, I was.
Well, about how long ago was that?
Ooh, 2 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So I'm trying to find guests for the hot seat, but we're trying to find people who haven't been on there yet. But if it was a couple of years ago,
Look, man, when I was on the hot seat, I had probably about 4,000 subscribers. So if you want me in the hot seat, I will sit my butt down there, because I got a story to tell, brother.
I would imagine.
And my thing is that, I love to talk about barbecue, and I love to talk about friends and family. Yeah. I love to talk about all this stuff, man.
Well, let's see. The 5th, we have Can't You Barbecue. But the week after that, the 13th. Are you free on the 13th?
The 13th of May?
Yeah.
Oh.
As far as from my calendar, it's showing me the 13th.
That's Thursday. Yep.
It'll be a Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. That'd be 8 o'clock your time.
Can I get with you on that? Personal message on that?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, then we'll get together. I want to make sure I can get.
Yeah, worst case, we make it the 20th.
Okay, then. All right, most definitely. Well, I know the 20th won't work because my mama will be here. So, So the 13th may have to work because my mama gonna be here. When my mama here, everybody got to take a back seat.
Yeah.
When Mama touchdown, everybody, we got a question up top.
Hey, and if everybody in the chat, they don't know what we're talking about with the hot seat, check out my channel. We do a Thursday night. Every Thursday we do a hot seat. It's like a barbecue, kind of like a talk show. We bring on a guest and talk to them and let the chat ask them questions, and then it's good times. All right, so half a rib, half chicken, and 2 sides. By half a rib, does he mean like half a rack?
Yeah, half a rack. He should charge, I think, 2 sides, $15. A half a chicken, he should charge $12. And if he's doing a half chicken, a half rack, it should be $25.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a lot of meat.
Yes.
That's a big plate. Who's gonna? I don't know. That's a big plate. They're gonna be leaving full.
I have a plate like that. I call it the ribbon. You get a ribbon. It's called ribbon. My wife is a domestic abuse advocate.
Okay.
So we named it ribbon after the purple ribbon.
I like the ribbon.
Yeah, the domestic abuse awareness.
Right.
So our ribbon consists of a half rack of ribs, a chicken quarter, or a pulled chicken sandwich, either or. And we charge $20 for that. And you get 2 sides. And the reason why we do big portions the way we do is because I remember when me and my wife were younger, we had kids, and every time we go somewhere, it was hard to afford to feed them all. You know, you go to a carnival, you go to a fair, you go somewhere, man, it's outrageous for a corn dog, $8, you know?
Yeah.
And I always told myself, I said, if I ever make it,
I'm gonna make it cheaper.
I'm gonna make it cheaper, and I'm gonna make a lot of food. So, you know.
And not only a lot of food, but good food. Hey, Uncle Steve in the chat. What's going on, man?
Uncle Steve in the house. Uncle Steve. Uncle Steve, I'm going to put another order in for some competition cow powder, Uncle Steve. So, Uncle Steve, I need y'all to go over to www.unclesteveshake.com and order some. Make sure you tell them TNT sent you, and make sure you tell Rob, Mr. Homeowner sent you. So go there. Hey, Rob, do you approve this shake by Uncle Steve? What's your favorite?
I approve. My favorite right now on everything is the sweet and spicier. I just did I did ribs. So what I used to do with ribs, I would get like the quote ribs rub, you know, like the, you know, I don't know what all the flavors were, but there's like Mary's ribs or whatever, like sweet swine of mine or whatever they are, because they were mostly sugar. But then, so this last rack of ribs I did the other day, I was like, you know what? I don't have any of that. I'm going to put on the sweet and spicier. Just coated it all up, sweet and spicier. That was so good. It was so good. So now all my ribs from now on is going to be sweet and spicier.
Awesome.
When I make ribs, I want them to be like sugary. I want them to be, you know, like I still did that, like the whole brown sugar thing when I wrapped them. But yeah, the sweet and spicier is awesome. It gives you that little kick.
So my boy right here, Kevin. So I met Kevin on YouTube, okay? He lives in Iowa, but he's from Oklahoma. Y'all see the big tall guy, the big old football player? Well, ex-football player? That's Kevin. So me and him came down. We hooked up. He lives in Iowa, and man, we've been cooking our butt off. He ordered some Uncle Steve shake, and he's loving it too. Yeah. You know, he's loving it too, man. But yeah, me and Kevin would have never met if you two wasn't here. You know, Kevin called me. He was like, hey, T, I want to do this. I want to do that. I said, look, man, come on up. Kevin came up, and we did what we did, you know, and that goes to all y'all guys, man. I'm telling you, if y'all show up at my event, you're going to get some food, man, and it's going to be on TNT BBQ. It's gonna be on me.
I'm gonna go grab a beer real quick.
Yeah. Go ahead, brother.
I'll be right back. But I want to ask you. I want to ask you when you're cooking up. I'm not gonna ask you yet. I'll wait till I get
Grab
back.
your beer.
But remind me to ask you what you season. Like if you had to do 100 pork butts tomorrow, what are you gonna use on them? All right.
All right, then. All right.
And I understand if it's not going to be Uncle Steve's. I understand if it's not going to be Uncle Steve's because that'd be kind of expensive for 100 of them. But we'll see.
Actually, I use Uncle Steve's shake cow powder on my pork butts.
If you're doing 100 of them, how do you get that much?
Bro, me and Uncle Steve be talking. We keep stuff on the down low.
Yeah.
I buy by the weight.
Yeah. All right. I gotta go grab that beer.
Okay.
Plus I'm gonna maybe take a leak. Hold on.
All right then. Yep. So yeah, man. Oh, I also use for SPG too. So last time I used Uncle Steve's shake, I made my sweet rub I normally make with my sweet sauce, and then I put Uncle Steve cow powder mixed with my sweet rub I made. So the reason why I use the cow powder, guys, on everything, because I never had a rub that created the bark the way I wanted it, guys. That bark that Uncle Steve competition cow powder creates, guys. I don't know what he got in here. They should call it Uncle Steve bark, because that's what it produced. It produced that bark, man. If you like bark on your food, put this on your pork butts. Uncle Steve cow powder, put this on your competition cow powder. That's sweet and spicy right there. But the competition cow powder, put this on your pork butts, guys. I'm telling you, mixed with a sweet rub. If you like sweet, you will be pleasantly surprised. You'll be like, what in the world? It gives a very umami flavor that you can't describe. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that flavor that you can't describe. You know, everybody want to describe everything. Oh, you got this, you got that. But when I mix this Uncle Steve cow powder with my other rub, it's a flavor where they say, okay, I can taste some sweet, I can taste a little heat, but what's the other stuff I'm tasting? That's what you want. And I can't tell neither, because it's Uncle Steve's shake, so I don't know what it is. So thank you, Uncle Steve. I really appreciate you, brother. I really do. Yeah, everybody do taste a little something different. Amen on that, brother. Yes. But yeah, like I said again, guys, I'm gonna put the link right there. Go there and order some Uncle Steve shake, man. I need 10 people to go in the chat and order some Uncle Steve shake. 10 to 20 people. Do it. You would thank me later. That's all I'm saying, you know. Okay. Yes, thank you. Ooh. Oh, come on, brother. Come on and see me this summer. Yes, sir. Come on, brother. Come on down from Texas. Come down. I want to see me. I'm ready for the question, Rob.
All right. So I see Everett Barbecue says, I buy Steve's shake by volume.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. All right. So let's say Iowa University calls you. You're like, hey, we need you to come up and bring 100 pork butts with you for a special event we're doing tomorrow.
So if say for instance I didn't have no Uncle Steve shake, right? I would get some SPG, and I would add some sugar to it and some paprika, and that's it. I add some sugar and some paprika to SPG, and I cook it up.
What kind of sugar? Like brown sugar?
No, white sugar. White sugar.
Like the same sugar you put in the coffee?
Yeah, I don't mess with brown sugar because to me, it gets too much. It gets real caramelized,
Right.
and it can get bitter, and it also can get sticky on your teeth and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So the white sugar, to me, it gets a little sticky, but it mellows out with all the other seasonings and things. It's not cloyingly sweet, and then it balances out. So I would use the white sugar, SPG, and some paprika, and probably a smidge of cayenne pepper. And
All right. All right. Here's the follow-up question. So they want pulled pork by 7. They want people to line up. They want whatever they're doing is over at 7, and then they're all going to head over to your trailer. What time do you start cooking?
Oh shoot! I'm gonna start cooking. If they want food at 7, I'm gonna be cooking. If they want food at 7, I'm actually cooking.
See that? That's before.
I'm cooking the day before, and I'm cooking probably about 12 o'clock, about between 10 to 12 o'clock that morning on that Thursday.
Right.
And then when I get my pulled pork, I'm gonna get it wrapped in those pans,
right.
And I'm gonna stack those pans in my proofer, and I'm gonna just let them hold at a certain temperature.
What's a proofer? Is that like a big cooler?
No, a proofer is basically a cabinet. It's vertical, and they proof bread loaves out of it. Like they do proofing, they do bread loaves, and they got them in Subway. That's where they put the bread in to make the bread rise. Well,
so it's warm. So what's the temp in the proofer?
It goes up to 175 to 195, and it goes down to 145.
Okay.
So I keep mine right about 155 when I'm doing pork butts.
Okay.
So when I'm doing pork butts and brisket, 155, and that thing can hold 1,000 pounds easy.
Oh,
in those pans, So if you just wrap them, put them on the big cookie sheets, and leave them there, and just let them rest, and they'll keep a safe temperature.
Now, are you pulling it before that, or those are pork butts pre-pulled?
No, I'm pulling them probably way before then. So I'll probably wake up that morning, get my steam table set up, get my whatever I'm getting in the trailer set up to hold the meat in. I'm gonna wrap them in foil. I'm gonna pull them, wrap them in foil. I can get 60 pounds for each steam table. I got 7 bays, so I'll probably put 50 pounds per bay. I want to leave a little space.
All right, so let's say Friday is the big event at 7 p.m. So Thursday at 10 or 12 noon, you're cooking them. Let's say you pull them off around 8 or 9 or 7 or whatever time it is.
Yeah.
You don't pull them yet. You just take them off, and at that time they're wrapped. So at that time you just put them in the proofer like that.
Yep.
And then the next morning you wake up, you're like, oh, time to wake up. And then you go and you kind of go through each pan and pull each one.
Yep.
Wrap it back up.
Yep.
And put them back in the proofer.
If I'm on a roll, I'll put them back in the proofer, or I put them in the steam tables.
Now, is the proofer in your truck or your rig?
Yes. Put them in my rig. Yep. Or either nice. I could put them in the I could put them in a cooler, or something that big. I would rent a Cambro. If I'm doing an event that big, I rent a portable Cambro on wheels.
Okay. So
I just go ahead and shove them in there and get the portable Cambro up into my trailer, lock it down with some straps, and put them in there and lock it up, and that'll keep it hot for 7-8 hours, and then I just dump them into the steam table when I need them.
Nice. So the proofer thing doesn't dry them out, I guess, at all.
Nope.
Do you have to put like a water pan in there, or is it just?
Yeah, no, a water pan.
All right.
Yeah, it got some coil on the bottom, and the coil heats up the water, and it got some fan. The fan blows the moisture. It's very moisture. It's got so much moisture. I actually got to continue refilling the water pan about every 4 or 5 hours.
Gotcha. See, that's my big question on like what you're doing, because the timing, you have to have the timing down, you know?
Yes, you do. You have to have the timing down to a key because people are depending on you.
Yeah.
But
that proofer seems to help you out quite a bit.
Yes, it does. Proofers, steam tables, and roasters.
Yeah.
I continually buy a lot of roasters. So, like for instance, I just brought 15 roasters a couple of days ago. Okay. And they're 22-quart roasters. You got to have them, because they're tear up, they wear out. You just got to buy another one. They're like $60 a piece, but you need them when you cater and things of that nature. So you can cook food in them. You can make all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. So somebody asked, Grillmaster, baby back ribs or St. Louis ribs? And Everett already answered, St. Louis, the city and the ribs.
Well, I want to be honest with you. St. Louis ribs used to scare the mess out of me. I never liked cooking spares and St. Louis style ribs. They scare me.
Why they scare you?
Because it wasn't my strong suit. I always made them so tender because I'm in the Midwest. Everybody loves fall off the bone ribs.
Right.
And when you call yourself pitmaster or owner and operator Pitmaster T, right, and you're giving fall off the bone ribs out of your window, people are loving them. But if you come up to my window or anybody that knows barbecue comes up to my window and they get the bone, it does this right here and it just slides off, they're gonna say T don't know what the hell he's doing.
Yeah.
But that's not what it is. I give the people what they want. So that there is the reason why spare ribs scare me, because I like mine with a bite, but a pull to them. But my customers, if I give them that same rib, they're gonna be messaging me saying my ribs are raw, that they wasn't tender this time, or why I'm changing up the recipe. So I always have to be cautious. So that's the reason why I don't like cooking a lot of ribs, because I just I'm torn, because it's like.
Well, why give them a choice? Either off the bone ribs or proper ribs.
Well, if I had a lot of time, I would do that. So I just roll with.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, ribs especially, you gotta time up. I mean, I can see pork butt would be easy. Not easy. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm saying pork butt would be like, pulled pork would be easier with that proofer guy you have.
Yeah.
With the ribs, you got to be afraid they're going to cook more in the proofer, or you know what I mean, like fall off the bone more in the proofer.
Coolers, brother, coolers.
Yeah.
You get those ribs. Them ribs I got off yesterday, the 55 slabs. I just opened up my cooler, lined it with aluminum foil. Yeah. And we just put the ribs in the cooler and close them up. And the rib's gonna sell in an hour. So, that rib, you just open the cooler and you take 4 or 5 slabs out of ribs out of the cooler. You can't even pick them up without hot gloves. Yeah. It's so hot. So man, coolers are your best friends in barbecue. All tricks of trade. When I was younger, my dad, he used to cook, my uncle used to cook a bunch of ribs, and they'll put them all in those big white Sam Club coolers. Yep. And take them around and sell them to car dealerships and things of that nature. and they couldn't even how to take the ribs out of it. It was so hot. So yes, the cooler keeps things cool, but they also keep things hot. So you know, you ever did sweet corns in the cooler?
Yeah. And the
kind of similar situation. Yep, similar situation.
Now, what brand coolers do you have? Do you have a favorite brand or just whatever brand?
I just use the Sam Club. I think Igloo. Sam Club brand, the big white ones. I use Igloos. Yeah, they're the bigger ones. I brought a big cooler, and this is one thing I'm gonna tell you: if you're doing barbecue, don't let people hold your stuff. If you can't replace it or they can't replace it, I had a cooler I brought from a place. I was on the road. I forgot what state I was in, but I stopped by this place, and it was this huge cooler. And it was my hog cooler. At the time, I was cooking a lot of whole hogs. I bought the cooler. At that time, it was like $100. I bought the cooler for one of those truck stops. Don't even know what brand it was. I had the cooler for 2 years.
Yeah.
Let a neighbor hold it. Neighbor took the cooler, and he said somebody stole it at the campground.
Oh.
You know, and promise you, like I saw the cooler one day at a football game.
Yeah.
And you can see how they tried to scratch out the TNT BBQ. You can see it.
Oh, really?
I just didn't want to, make a scene, but yes. So, yeah, it did get stolen. But that's one thing that I'm hesitant of is borrowing stuff. I'd rather give it to you than borrow it. So, because people don't treat your equipment good, and I had to learn that the hard way. You got to make sure that people treat your equipment good, because nobody's going to clean it and keep it clean like you.
Yep.
So, that's one thing I do. The only problem I got with barbecue and barbecue grills is keeping them hooked up to my truck. Unfortunately, I had numerous things come unhooked from my vehicles.
Oh, really?
Yes, and it's hell on insurance companies. So please hook your stuff up if you're pulling a barbecue grill. Scrap them down. Make sure you got the right stuff done.
So how long have you had that trailer?
4 years now.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir. 4 years. Yes, sir. Before then, I had another trailer. It was called a hot box.
Okay.
Yes, and what I paid for the little hot box is what I paid for this big trailer. It's basically a camper,
right?
Gutted out, made into a concession trailer. But I got it wrapped. I got the stuff in it. I got it all like gutted out, new floors, new stuff on the side. But my goal was to basically get bigger. And I'm actually growing out of that trailer, but I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to get another trailer, like a fifth wheel or something. So that's my new way I'm heading. I'm going to get a fifth wheel, because I'm kind of growing out of that trailer, but I'm going to still keep it. But I'm just saying I'm going to get a fifth wheel.
Yeah. Then you got to get a new truck, right?
Yes. I'm in the market, but trucks are through the roof, bro. Trucks are through the roof. I'm talking like 80 grand.
Damn.
Yes. I'm looking at trucks, man, and I'm like, what? 70 grand. What? You get a base truck for 40 grand, 45,000. Like, you get your 3,500, for like 45,000. But it's going to be a work truck. And, my thing, who wants a work truck? I want something I can actually drive too. So me and my wife, we're on board of doing this, but yes. Well, Rob, my wife is looking at me. I got to go, guys. Yes, my wife, she wants to talk to me. So I love y'all guys. Thank you, Rob, man. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, no problem, man. It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Guys, I love y'all guys. I got to go talk to my wife, guys. I love y'all. I got to get ready for work tomorrow. God bless you and God bless America. Thanks again, Rob, brother.
Yeah. See you guys.
Hey, text me on Messenger about that date, okay?
Yeah, I'll find it. Are you on the Instagram thing or no?
No, I'm on Facebook.
Okay, I'll find it.
Yeah. All right.